Well, I'm recording, so whenever you're ready. Wait, let me finish eating my sour key. Good.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Wait, Let Me Explain podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Himiko, here with,
Kawaa!
and today we are going to be doing another topic about video games, but this time is going to be what I call the path of a gamer.
What's a gamer?
So this one's pretty much just going to cover, just how gaming has pretty much gone through your life and it just changed and what, you remember from when you were younger and stuff from now. So just to kind of start off, what got you into gaming, Kawa? I know we talked about this in the last episode that it was my father that originally got me into it. But what got you into gaming?
You know what's crazy? It's like the flip side. My mom's the one who got me into gaming, which is like it's crazy because I feel like a lot of people are shocked by it because I guess like because back then like I guess women weren't really in the gaming space before, but my mom was like I guess ahead of the game. She was like on top of it. The second she got to Canada because she immigrated at 23, I don't know, something flipped in her where she's like I need to buy every console that exists, and I love her for it because that's how I got into gaming. Like was just me and my siblings would just watch my mom play through games like Legend of Zelda and stuff, and like we'd fall asleep just like watching her game, and it was like it's a really wholesome thing. Actually, I really like looking back on those memories. So yeah, I've been gaming since. How did your dad get you into gaming?
So I can't remember exactly what the first thing we played was. I remember us having a N64 in the house and we'd play old Mario games like Super Mario Brothers, stuff like that. But I also remember, I don't remember if that was the first thing I ever played with him or if it was Mortal Kombat. Because I played that with him whenever I was pretty young too. But that's pretty much what happened there was just a case of he had a gaming system. I would watch him play for a little bit, then he'd let me play a little bit. Or it'd be like Mortal Kombat where we'd play fighting each other, stuff like that. And then it just kind of pretty much continued. He would either play other games with me or whatever. My first console, he's the one who actually got for me, which is because he's always been big into tech. Like
Yeah.
he his entire life he's been a very techie person. If that's computers, if that's phones, consoles, stuff like that. He's always been big into tech.
Right. Okay. That's awesome.
So just kind of follow up for that. What was your first console? Not the first one you played on. But what was the first system you've ever owned? That you can remember, of course.
There's so many actually because like I said, my mom. I don't know if it's like she was just really good at finding them at like garage sales or what, but like we had quite a bit. Like at one point we had a handheld Game Boy. We had a Oh my gosh, yeah, that takes me back. We had this thing called I don't know if it's called like a Sega or like it's called like a Game Gear. That's what it is. It's like one of those first like little handheld Sonic things, which is like oh my gosh, yeah, I'm actually peeling back like the layers of my brain right now cuz like I forgot that was a thing. I'm sure I don't know if I feel like putting an image, maybe I'll put an image. If not, I'm sure you guys can Google it. Yeah, I had a
She's not gonna
Game
put an
Gear.
image, guys.
No, I'm gonna forget. Let's be honest. But yeah, and then we had a super. I don't remember playing on it, but I know we had it. It was like a Super Nintendo. But like
Yeah,
I
an
would say like
SNES, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNES.
yes. I would say like my very first console I vividly remember playing on like a lot was the N64 though. I would say that.
Yeah, so first one I've ever played on, like I said, was I'm pretty sure an N64,
Mm.
but my very first console, if I remember correctly, was a GameCube. That
Oh,
was actually
yeah.
mine,
Yeah.
not like my
I had a GameCube too.
father's, because it was either that. It's between three things. I can't remember exactly which one came first. If it was the GameCube, I had a PSP, and I had the original
Oh.
DS.
Oh yeah, yeah, I had one of those too.
I can't remember which one I had first, but it's between one of those
Yeah,
three.
right?
I feel like it was the GameCube because I had the GameCube when I was young.
Mm.
But whenever I think back to that, I also think back to the PSP. So I feel like it's actually one of those two. I said not 100% sure. My first
Yeah.
one though was the first one I played was an N64. I do
Yeah.
remember playing that vividly, and like I've had like all kinds of different consoles throughout my life. Like I've had, like I said, GameCube. I've had a DS, a DSi, a DS, a 3DS, a Switch. Like, I've had all kinds of random
Yeah.
consoles throughout like my entire life.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah, it's
no.
like some. That's just kind of like I can't remember exactly which one was first, but I know it was like probably a GameCube or a PSP.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I feel like N64 and GameCube, like I would say those are like my vivid child, and the DS. Yeah, like those three were my very vivid things I remembered playing on. I mean like PS2 as well. Like that's the thing is like we had like because I remember like PS2. Well, mostly I would only play Spyro. Like there was like only certain games I would play on specific consoles. Like it was Spyro for like the like or for the PS2, and then like every Nintendo game and like Sega game that I had was like either N64 or the GameCube. So those are like my vivid like spending all day during the winter gaming consoles.
Well, like one of my like biggest memories and like the main reason, like one of the main things I always will remember whenever it goes back to like the thought of like me having a GameCube was like one of my first games that like my dad actually got me that I played. Like I played some other ones. Like there was like I had like a old SpongeBob game. I had like an old
Oh my
Shrek game.
god.
But
Yeah.
the game I vividly remember playing on my GameCube whenever, mind you, GameCube came out in 2001, so I wasn't born yet. So I probably had it whenever I was more like 6, 7.
6, 7, 6, 7.
I
Sorry.
had to make the joke.
Oh
It
my
actually would be
god.
right around there, but I had to make the joke.
That's
6,
crazy.
7.
That's wild.
Because
Cancelled.
it actually would be around there. It'd be somewhere between 6 and 8.
6, 7.
But so 6, 7.
Sourkeys kind of
So
look
I
like a
remember
6. Sorry.
one of the big ones that I like the main game I truly remember was I had Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
Mind you, like I said, it's like 6 or 7. And I was
Six,
playing Resident
seven.
Evil 4.
Yeah.
So like the main reason I remember that is because I remember being terrified because of course, playing a game like Resident Evil at that age, I'd still sometimes play Resident Evil now and I'm like, oh, scary.
Yeah, no, I've never played Resident Evil. What's it like? What's it about? Like, if you could give like a summary without spoiling it.
Um, it depends like the game specifically. I can't remember exactly what like four's plot is, but it's pretty much like people around you are pretty much like infected, like not quite like zombies, but of course in um like in a similar like case of people are like infected, pretty much are trying to kill you while you kind of have to like sneak around and find like different like I can't remember the story for four of what your specifically like end goal is, but I know like you're going around, you have and like you search stuff to make sure like oh you find like this specific thing that push tells you like to go like where the next step is, or a case of instead like hey you need to like find like the shotgun and like ammo for it or healing stuff like that. So it's like
Okay.
very much
Yeah.
like more of like you're just trying to like stealthily get around. Like I said, I can't remember exactly what like the plot of 4 was because I haven't played it since then.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense, makes sense. That's really cool though. Yeah, no. I've
Because
I've
like
heard only good things about
4,
it, so.
well, 4 is the one with the most iconic character from Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
No clue. Actually, no clue.
Leon Kennedy.
I've heard the
Everyone,
name.
if you looked him up, you probably more know it. But yeah, this one's I believe the one where Ashley was like the president's daughter or something was like kidnapped by like this one might not have infected. This one might have been a cult. I
Okay.
can't remember if this one was like infected people or a cult. But
Oh.
yeah, president's daughter's kidnapped. Pretty much your whole thing is to try to pretty much save her and pretty much go from there. But yeah, like each one has like their own story, different things for it. But it's mostly about, like I said, like infected like people or creatures, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They're fun, but they can be kind of scary.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Like I love games that are like kind of like put you in like not stressful situations, but like cuz you're talking about how like people are like infected or I don't remember what word you used for it, but like yeah. I love like a I don't know, like would you
I
classify
don't
it
know
as like
what
a
word I
zombie
used for you.
apocalypse? They're like zombies,
It
but like
it's a
apocalypse kind of things, you
it's a
know?
similar, yeah, it's a very similar thing. So like usually it's more like a case of like, oh, these like villagers are more of like infected by some type of like parasite, like they're trying to kill you. So yeah, it's kind of like a case of a like apocalyptic type of thing, kind of. Not like
Yeah.
heavily, but it is like that same like mindset of like these people are plagued in some way and it's
Yeah.
causing them to act more hostile and everything.
Okay, yeah. That's really cool. Yeah.
Okay, so another question I have, because obviously that one's
Crickets.
done now, because Kawaa just,
Oh wait, okay,
yeah.
wait. Okay, sorry, I just searched it up. I've seen
No,
people
no, I
cosplay
don't
this
want to listen
lady.
anymore.
I've seen people cosplay the lady. The lady with the hat and the claws.
Oh no.
What don't know? Why?
I think you're talking about the lady.
When people simp for her, that's what I've heard. Is that why?
That's who I assume.
Yeah, yeah.
That's who I
She's
assumed
like
you're
an
talking
older
about.
woman with like a big hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lady Dominet. I can
Yeah.
never say her
Okay.
name.
Okay. Okay. That would
Dimitrescu.
be. I need to play the game just so I can like
Lady Dimitrescu.
wear her
I
Halloween
think
costume.
what she's from. She's Village.
You
I think that might
village.
be the newest game. Still is
Um.
Resident Evil Village.
Yeah. I've been meaning to get in these games. Low key. Low key. Maybe that's gonna be my next let's play. Who knows? What?
Yeah, that's still the newest one. But Resident Evil Requiem is scheduled for February 27th. So the new
Okay.
one comes out soon. So like, I
Ooh.
need you to play all of them right now
Right
and
now, all in a day. Yeah.
every
Alright.
single one.
Yeah. Alright, you said you had a question? Like another question? Ask
Give me
away.
1 second.
Ask away, mon frere.
I was just trying
Mon
to see something
ami.
real quick.
Mon. I don't
I
know.
will
What other
say
French words?
I don't know specifically.
Ow.
I would have to see what games or how you would do this, but I'm pretty sure some Resident Evil games are multiplayer.
Yeah.
That could be fun to do one day if you don't
Ooh.
hate me,
Okay.
but you usually hate me.
Only on Tuesdays, but
So
that's okay. Just kidding, bro. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That sounds like really fun though. I know.
yeah, I would. I
Cancelled.
can't remember which ones it is, or and like I don't. I feel like they're not like normal co-op where like it's not like normal like online multiplayer. I think it has to be like that like co-op thing, but I know there's a way to pretty much work around that where you can like split screen like a Steam game. I used to do it all the time. I just can't remember exactly how to.
Yeah, yeah.
We might be able to figure out if you ever not hate me, of course. But
Anyways, you
anyways,
have a question.
um,
Full
so
disclosure, I
like
don't hate Himiko,
what?
guys.
Yes, she does.
Just
Don't
on
let her lie to
Tuesdays.
you.
Just on Tuesdays. Just because Tuesday's a Tuesday.
And Thursdays and every other day.
Anyways. Anyways.
So like, what what's made you stay like playing video games?
Hmm. That's a good question. What's made me stay?
Yeah,
I think. Okay, well, I remembered like okay, so because I feel I look at gaming as like my two eras. Like I have my like pre-content creator era and then like my content creator era because I feel like there's like a bit of a difference. Because when I first started, like when I stayed in video games when I was younger, was definitely like the escapism aspect and like. I think it's just I had nothing else to do. Like as a kid, like but this was like before phones and like iPods really took off. So like I had nothing else to do, and my mom had all these consoles, so it was like, oh well, what else am I gonna do? And also like I just like I think it's like the stories. Like I love story games. I love games that can like really make you want to keep playing to figure out what's happening. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, as for my like content creator era, I would say it's like I like the community aspect of it. Like I really loved streaming on Twitch before, and like even just like making YouTube videos and like having like a community where we can all talk about like the same game, or even just like hang out. You know what I mean? Because sometimes like there's days where it's like, or like I remember there was a period in my life where I. Like I heard like a lot of people do this too apparently, where I started a Twitch account because I wanted to make friends. Like I was like, why don't I just stream, and then I could just like meet people, and then we could like vibe over the same game, you know? And then yeah, and then I made so many friends that way. And yeah, like I think there is like multiple reasons, like the community and like just like the games, I don't know. They're just entertaining. You know what I mean? Yeah. What about you?
That's pretty much like the same thing for me. It was like I've just always enjoyed playing video games. Like I've been playing them for years. Like I said, whenever I was younger, I was playing them, and I've always just enjoyed video games. And then it's like that case of kind of like how you said is like, oh, like making friends, getting to play with friends. Like that's another thing like I've always loved for. Like whenever I was younger, like it was like, oh, I enjoyed playing stuff with like my father, like my brothers. Like me and my father have played every single Gears of War together.
Yeah.
We because we like love those games. So like that was always a fun thing, was like playing with my
Mm.
father, playing games
Yeah.
with my brothers.
Yeah.
But then now it's more of like the case of like it gives me something to do with my friends, but also potentially like make other friends. Because like of course sometimes you'll be playing a game online and you'll meet some random person. Like years ago, I played this game called Valorant, and one day I randomly went on a thing called Twitch and met this random person. I think they called it Kawayeet or
Oh,
something like
that
that.
person hate that person.
Yeah, they kind of
Yeah.
suck now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Their gameplay is kind of
and
not great.
and then we played Valorant together for a while, and then they
Mhm.
stopped talking to me for even longer.
Oh my god. Bro, Himiko's always gonna bring up the fact that I like ghosted everyone for like a year. And yeah. Always
I
gonna be held against me.
realistically think it was probably more like two, and you just like
Probably.
I get like one message every other like every like 3 months. I'd get like
I went
one
through
message.
I went through a phase of not streaming and just touching grass for like a year or something, maybe more. And that was like not my party era. Well, I still party sometimes, but that was like my like partying, going out with friends all the time era, and like yeah, just touching grass.
Well, good for
Cause it
you. You
could,
had
like, as
friends.
COVID was done, or like COVID was like less, like it doesn't impact as much, and yeah, I got to go outside more, and yeah. But I'm like back. I'm here back here and there, gaming. But yeah,
Still
actually,
doesn't
well,
play games with me though.
what you said reminded me though, like like the whole like gaming with your dad thing, like even like me with gaming with my mom, like I remembered like something I really liked about that was just being able to share like the same experience. Like I love watching people play games. Like if I had like a friend, or like even when I've been in relationships before, like I love just like sitting and just watching somebody play a game, because I like, especially if it's a game that I love, because then I want to see how you go through the game, like, because I know how I would go through the game. I want to see how you would go through the game. And like that's also why I like let's plays too. I like seeing like I don't know, it's just the aspect of like seeing somebody react to like the same things that I once reacted to, and it's like, oh my god, how did you interpret this part of the game, or you know, like how would you go about it? And like it's really cool because some people will choose to like play games in a different way, um for Paper Mario, for example, like you can either upgrade your health, you can upgrade your defense or your strength, and you can either go in like there's like different methods. You could go in like glass cannon, just be like totally just full strong, like no health at all, like just obliterate people, or you can like go the way I usually do it, which is like I like to build up things like kind of balanced, if that makes sense. But I don't know, like it's really cool to see people
That's
play it
that's
differently.
also why I kind of like different games like that you can play it in different ways as well. It doesn't always have like games are always fun as well if they have like different endings that you can play for, but also just playing them like different styles. Like I've started Destiny 2 or played like Borderlands games like so many different times, like games like those where
Mm.
like they also have like their different classes.
Yeah.
And like I always try to like do a different class
Mm.
just because it's like more fun. Like also like oh now you get to try out their abilities, but also change the play style from like oh, this person is primarily like long range magic. Now you're someone who's like primarily get in their face and beat them up, like, or just be claptrap and be pretty much useless. That's what
Yeah.
I like to do. It's fun to be
Bro,
claptrap. You never get to
that's wild.
claptrap with people.
Bro. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's also like, well, it reminds me like it one of these games that I really like love, and I wish there were more games like made like this. But I played this one Sonic game on the GameCube. It's called Sonic Adventure 2, like specifically the second one. And because throughout the game, you can I don't know if it's the same for the first one actually. Like I've never played the first one, but in this game you can play like two story modes. There's either the good side or the evil side. So like one side you get to play is like Sonic and who else? Amy, like Tails and all like the good quote unquote characters, and then the other side you get to play as Eggman. You get to play as Eggman. You get to play as Shadow, and it's like it's so cool because then you see like each of the cutscenes do intertwine, but then you can see how each character got to those specific cutscenes where they're together, and it's like I don't know, just like peak writing. Like I wish games were like that still, or like I don't know if there are games like that, but if there is, like y'all comment on the YouTube video, please let me know because I want to know. But yeah.
That's something I kind of love about like a lot of people are like extremely talented whenever coming to making games.
Mm.
And like a lot of people, especially like Pokemon games, like we've talked how we both love Pokemon.
Right.
People
Yeah.
would like make like ROM hack versions of it.
Ooh.
And like those are always fun. Like there's one that I played in like long ago that was you played as Team Rocket. So like it fits like
Oh.
a similar thing. Like instead of you playing like, oh, you're trying to catch all the Pokemon and beat Team Rocket and everything. Instead, you're playing as Team Rocket, and your goal is to like beat trainers so you can steal their Pokemon.
That's sick. Yeah. Cause
Like
it.
it's like a similar case of like, oh, you're seeing like both the good and the evil and playing as both. But that was
Yeah.
always a fun thing. That was one I played years ago that I honestly I love because it's so like kind of stupid, kind of fun. Like
Yeah.
playing as Team Rocket, like, oh, let me beat up this kid so I can steal the Rat-a-tat.
Yeah. It's like as they get to be like a villain for a day, or you know.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
for my entire life, I'm gonna become full-time Team Rocket.
Himiko's in the villain era. It happens.
Yeah, it's my villain arc.
Yeah.
I mean, I am called Himiko.
Oh yeah, yeah. Technically,
quite
you are a
literally
villain.
named,
Technically,
quite literally am
actually,
named after.
actually,
Quite
according to
literally am
My
named
Hero
after someone
Academia.
who's part of
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
League of Villains. This is already what I'm named after one of the named.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like games where you can like see the perspectives of like different like when each like it's not even like like I feel like what makes really good storytelling in a game or even storytelling period is when like all the characters have some sort of dynamic or like some kind of backstory because then you actually like you like understand why certain characters act the way they do as opposed to just like oh they're just evil just because they're evil, you know? Or it's like you get to actually see why they have certain motivations to do certain things and then like what I liked about the Sonic game was like even though like there's good versus evil, you could still see why like the people on the evil side were trying to like do certain things. It's like they did still have morals, you know what I mean? They were just trying to get to their own goal in a way, you know? It's really cool. It's really cool. I don't know. Yeah.
And that's like that's. I wish I was more into like actually like story games. I've not played like a lot because like I said, I primarily play video games with my friends.
Mm.
But like story games are always enjoyable because like you then like you said, you do get to see like oh the reason as to why like you're doing this, the reason why other people are doing this. And like there are some like co-op games where you do get to like of course like Borderlands I play. I played all but the newest one. And it's like the case of it's fun because it still does have the story that kind of pushes you through, while
Mm.
on top of it you're actually getting to play with of course friends, and that's what I more enjoy because whenever
Mm.
I play games it's usually with them. Because if I'm alone, sometimes I'll play video games, other times I'm just lazy and I'll lay in bed and then never move again.
Real. The bed
That's
rotting
actually
arc.
usually what
Yeah.
happens. I'll,
Yeah.
I'll get home from like work or college and be like, oh, you know what? I kind of want to play this. And then I'll lay down and then that's it. I won't ever
Yeah.
play it because I'll never get back up. I'll
Right?
instead be watching anime or The Simpsons
I
or
need a
some other
way
random show.
I need a way to like be able to play my like PC games on my keyboard but lying down. You know what I mean? Because then maybe I'd actually play the
That's
games.
well, that's the reason why I have I bought like an Asus ROG Ally, so it's like a full it's a handheld computer. Like I
That's
can
a
run
thing.
Windows and everything off of it. Yeah.
Wait, hold
I mean,
on.
yeah, there's like the Steam Deck and stuff too. Steam Deck's the same thing,
I think I know what
but
you're
it's
talking
like
about, but I have to search it up. Oh, like
this
one
is
of
like
those
a little bit
things.
bigger than like a Switch. Yeah, it's like
Right,
a
yeah,
little bit
yeah.
bigger than a Switch, but I could play like everything on it. Like I'm letting you know this entire time,
Oh,
since like I didn't have college or anything today, I've been laying in bed and I've been using my handheld
what the heck? That's a thing? Wait, wait.
as my as my thing to talk to you. So I've literally just been laying here on my handheld doing random stuff this entire time.
That sounds kind of pleasant, though.
It is. It's so much nicer. Like
Living
it's
the high
also it's the
life.
case of due to it being like so portable, it's also nice because I'll since I'm always at like college, I do also bring my laptop for certain games because sometimes me and my friend will play like Baldur's Gate, such a
Hmm.
good game. Um, but other times we'll just play Rocket League, and it's so much nicer to just have to pull this out, and it uses a USB-C charger, so it's not like it's like
Oh,
a computer charger. It is a more powerful one to make sure it can stay caught up because it still is a computer
yeah.
basic processor, so it needs like heavier
Hmm.
duty, but it
Yeah.
just charges off a USB C,
That's
and it's just like I
wild.
said, it's like a little bit bigger than a Switch,
That's so cool.
and this runs off of Windows. So I could play Epic, I could play Steam, I could play like random games off the internet. Like I've played like Pokemon ROMs just on my thing because I can.
Yeah.
It's always fun. It makes life much more enjoyable to play video games on the go.
I bet. Sounds like an ad.
Especially on
Play
like
video games
car
on the
rides.
go with the handheld.
Car rides specifically. Car rides are nice.
Ooh, I bet, yeah.
Or like I've gone to, like my youngest brother's like baseball games before, and he had like a 3 hour gap in between his games. So I brought my thing, was just sitting in my dad's truck as we waited, and I would just play whatever. And he got jealous because he has one too, but he
Yeah.
forgot his at home. He didn't think to bring it with him to the baseball game. I did because I knew we were gonna be sitting there for like hours.
Yeah, yeah, that's smart. Well, like that's like I remember I used to bring my
It's
DS
nice.
and stuff on like in car
Yeah,
rides.
exactly. It's like that. Like it's like that same case. Is it's like
Mhm.
how like the DS is like for like you'd bring it for that portability. The only
Yeah.
problem is like it has a decent battery. It's like a hour and a half to like 2 hour depending what game you're playing.
Yeah.
So like it's not as long as like a DS,
Yeah.
but that's because it also has to run like much more like labor intensive.
Mhm.
And it runs games smoothly. Like Fortnite, for an example, I could play just it will sit at like 60 frames per second the entire time.
Mhm.
So, like it runs smooth too.
That's good. Yeah.
It's nice. It's a
Mhm.
lot nicer to have.
Yeah, I bet.
Much nicer for gamer.
Gamer time.
Gamer.
I'm eating another
But
sour key.
okay, go. We're gonna hear ASMR, guys. We're gonna hear lip smacking.
It's okay. I moved my mic for a second. Yeah.
So just like another question, kind of go to it. I might be able to guess what this is from what you've said, but I'll let you actually answer your question. What's your favorite video game of all time?
Oh.
And then what's your favorite video game currently?
Oh, wait. I have to pick. Okay, can I say like my top 3 cuz I feel like
Yeah, that's fine.
okay. Okay. There's not in like a specific order, but there are 3 games that really like just stuck with me my whole life. The first one is well the Sonic game I was talking about because there's just so many things to this Sonic game, okay? Like there's the good versus evil, you can play both story modes. And then there's this random thing they added called a Chow Garden. So and like you have to go
What
on
did you call me?
Do you know what a Chow is? Like
No?
oh, you can search it up. They're like the little creatures in Sonic, and basically it's so weird because it's like such a weird, obscure part of the game that it's like separate, but it's like part of it. So when you go in this garden, you have to play story mode to like get like to collect animals. You have to collect like these crayon looking things, but they're like drives, and basically you can give your
Oh,
chows.
that's what a chow is.
Yeah, you
Ah,
can give your chows like skills and stuff, so they can like fight karate fights or whatever with the other chows. I don't know. It's really
got it.
weird, so odd. But then also you can raise these chows to be either good versus evil. And you know what's okay? Maybe I should have talked about this during like the whole can you learn
Turn them
things
all
in
evil.
games. But basically, it's okay. This is gonna sound so obscure, but like I don't know. I don't
Make
know how
them
this
all
game wasn't
evil.
canceled. But the way you get your chow to be evil is by like abusing it. Like
Well, you also gotta.
you have to throw your chow
You have
across
to
the garden.
realize that's also a difference in like what was like more considered right and wrong.
Yeah.
Like back like 10, 15 years ago, you could get away with like a lot more stuff like that. Like
Like Shadow having
this isn't
guns.
like right having guns or like what you say
Yeah.
like especially the case of like what you say.
Yeah.
Like for an example of uh like an example is like DMX. DMX has a song where he is just being like downright like homophobic.
Oh, yeah.
If you'd make that song right now,
Yeah.
he would be canceled instantly.
Yeah.
Like
That's like a lot of
he
2000
would cause
songs.
so he would cause like so much controversy because it is directly like it is blatantly homophobic.
Yeah.
And like yeah, that's back then that was like no one cares, no one's gonna bat an eye at that. And that's
Right.
like the same case with like video games. It's like you could get away with like a lot more
Mhm.
compared to now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like yeah, so like in the game like you have to like and then to raise the chow like you can pet it to make it like you either make them a devil chow or an angel chow and you make them a devil by like throwing them across the map and like just basically ignoring them. It's really weird how it's like that. I mean, that is how life works, I guess. But like, it was such an interesting like
Is it? Is
mechanic.
that what you do to your child? Do you just
You think I have
call
children?
them? You're
I'm
just like,
sorry.
you
Wait.
know what? I want this random kid to be evil. You just pick them up by the collar and chuck them.
Just throw them, bro. But yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
just like real life, because that's how real life is.
yeah. Oh,
Kawaa,
and then
I think
also
we live life a little differently.
yeah, and in this game you can also play a multiplayer mode. Like this game had everything. This is like I miss games that just like had so many like you know what I mean? Like it was just so thought out. But yeah, that's that game. The other two games I would say it was Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door because the plot is just amazing. And then
I knew
the
that was gonna be an option there.
yeah. Um and then the
That's why I
other
said I
one
bet I could guess one of the games.
that's true. Yeah, it is that one. And then the last one's this really obscure game that like literally nobody knows. It's called Eternal Sonata, and I love it because like the story's good, the game mechanics are good, the character dynamics are good, and also this entire game is based on this musician named Frederick Francois Chopin. And like throughout the game, it gives you like little facts about this guy. Like I think this game was like a tribute to like this musical guy, and like he's even a character in the game, except he's like just named Frederick. Like they don't say his last name, but like it's so
Yeah,
cool.
Frederick.
And then it's like okay, I'm gonna spoil this, so like you guys can skip this part if you don't want to be spoiled. But basically, entire game you play through it, and then you realize the entire thing was just his dream. Or like, but then it's also dives into like philosophy because it's like he's like, was it a dream or did he actually dream of real people or like was he just dying? Because he was in his bed dying, and this was like the dream he had while he was on his deathbed. So it's like, is he actually meeting people who are also dead, or is he like just dreaming? You know what I mean? It's like I don't know because even like the ending when I played the game, it was not really made clear. So like I love like anything that like has like ambiguity towards the end. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
not to like like geek out on shit or anything, but but what
Yeah.
about you? What
So
about
for
you?
me, like, of course, I will always stick by this. Like, going back to like older like games that I more grew up playing. That I would say is like my favorite. Like, not more as like presently.
Mm.
Like, favorite of all time has always been Skyrim Elder Scrolls. Like
Ooh,
the
okay.
just, and I feel like that's like a lot of people. A lot of people love that game. That was one of like my like first like true like story games that I played on my own, and like I always have just loved like the case of like once again how you kind of said like for an earlier game how like you enjoy whenever you could choose how you want your character to be if you want them to have more health or have more like damage or whatever.
Mm.
That's like something, of course, you could do in Skyrim. You can give yourself like, oh, more like ability to like have different spells or be stealthier, whatever it might be. I always found that fun as well as like just dragons are cool.
Real? Okay.
And like that's like one that's like of course like a much more like mainstream one that I've always loved.
Yeah.
Another one that I do honestly like um enjoy like a lot that is also like a like just one like no one really knows about. It's called Dracon Order of the Flames.
Okay.
It's like it's very much like it's a similar like play style to like Tomb Raider type of game, but like the whole thing is like um you are like this girl. I think her name's like Rin. I've not played it for years because it was like PlayStation like 2 for one of them, and like one was like even older than that. Like they were like old games, but like their village is attacked and her brother is kidnapped.
Oh yeah.
And yes, and
Okay.
so like your whole thing is like you end up having to like team up with like this ancient dragon, and you have to like fight like these like pretty much like the evil, and like there's like a few different things, like there's something monsters like uh sorcerers and stuff like that. So like you're fighting like them with like well allied with like this dragon to try to save your kidnapped brother.
Yeah.
It's honestly I can't once again remember like much because I've not played it for
Oh.
so many years,
Yeah, yeah.
but I just remember playing it, and actually I met someone the other day that actually knows of the game. A lot of people don't even know of the game because like it's just like a very niche game.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Well,
like a
that's
lot of
a
people just don't know about it.
yeah, like that's like me with the
Because
Eternal Sonata one. It's like nobody knows who it is or like what it is.
yeah, yeah, this is one of my coworkers that I was talking to about this game the other day, and he's the only person I've ever met that actually knows about the game. Like this specific one's from like 1999, and like it's there, and then the other one was like PlayStation 2 only, like the sequel. I can't think of the sequel's name off the top of my head right now, but yeah, like they're like older games and just kind of niche. It's a lot of fun, and like not like I said, like not many people knowing about it. I like it even more because it's kind of like it feels special. Like whenever you meet someone who knows of the game or stuff like that. And it was just like I said, it was a very fun game.
Yeah, yeah, sounds like it.
And like I said, like I've loved I've not played like every Tomb Raider, but it's like a very like similar kind of like play as a Tomb Raider. It's like at least the older ones. It's like like a similar art style. The girl honestly kind of looks like Laura Croft. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah. That you like it for the plot.
but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But like now, like while those are like games like I loved like before, could always go back to. But for me, like if I had to say like a favorite game presently,
Mm.
even though I hate it at the exact same time as Rocket League.
Okay,
I
okay.
love Rocket League. I hate Rocket League. Actually, no. It used to be Rocket League. It was Rocket League for years, like years on years. I've always loved Rocket League.
Okay, yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with Rocket League because of the fan base sometimes being very toxic.
Oh, okay.
But so like for years it was Rocket League. I'd say honestly though, it's probably Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
I love Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's
Okay.
Gate 3 is so much fun because I
Yeah.
love Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah, makes
in a
sense.
game that's like the same like thing, and it's a turn-based. You got like your different like classes you could be. You got your different ways you could build your character, just like you said. So like you could play it in so many different ways. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you could be like a cleric, and all you really do is heal, and like you have like you try to go with like, oh, you want to anger pretty much everyone, or you could try to like go along with like the apps. Like there's so many different ways you could play the game. That's like You could change the story. You could change who you ally with. You could change your own class, your own magic, your own like whatever. It's just so many options, and it's just like such a good story, so like well made. I love Baldur's Gate 3. Honestly, phenomenal game. I've not actually finished it because me and my friend took a like long hiatus from playing it for a while because we didn't have time. But now we play it like almost once a week. But I just love the game. I think it's a phenomenal game, especially if you love D&D.
Yeah, yeah, no, I bet. Yeah, like, well, I'm thinking like, cause okay, now that you say that, like, I'm trying to think of like my, cause like I can't really name a game I really like now. Like I have games I come back and forth on just because like what else am I gonna do? Like Valorant and like Minecraft is a heavy one. Oh, see, that's the hard part, cause then it's like games that also really impacted my life was Minecraft, like when I was younger, and then also
Wow.
what's another game? There's another one. Oh, Harvest Moon. Yeah, well, I'm playing this game called Ova Magica actually. It's very similar to Harvest Moon, and I freaking love it. Okay, that's probably my favorite game right now that I've been playing.
No.
And yeah, I don't know. I like games that maybe it's just like the nostalgia aspect. I like games that can bring back like the feeling of like when you first start playing a game and like it just captivates you in the beginning because everything's so new and everything's so like I don't know. I think for me graphics is a huge thing. Like if I don't like the graphics, it's gonna be hard for me to enjoy a game. Which arguably that's like subjective. Like I like very colorful graphics and stuff. Oh, like Wind Waker. Oh my god, I forgot about Wind. See, okay, I can't pick a favorite. There's just so many like really good games that I just like have impacted my life. Wind Waker was good too. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Any
get
Zelda
like
game
the
good.
whole like if a game is like more of a case of you enjoy it if it's like new, like you specifically enjoy it then. That's why like whenever I was younger, loved Minecraft.
Right?
Minecraft was my game. I can't play it anymore.
Yeah, cuz it's just you know what
Like
to expect. You know it's like, yeah.
I know like what to do, I know what to expect. It's not like, oh, for I want to beat the Ender Dragon for the first time. Like I've done that probably a dozen times. Like there's so many things like that like it's just not as enjoyable for me. Even though like yeah, they do release like new mobs, new bosses, new like weapons or like ores and stuff. It's just like it's still like the same game. I can play like modded though if there's like a lot of new bosses because that's the thing with Minecraft. It adds like maybe one new boss a year. Like
Yeah, yeah.
yay, that's so I could
Yeah.
play it one more time and enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, that's like the thing is
Compared
like
to like modded, it will add like some will add like 100 bosses or new
excuse
mobs.
me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like
Wow,
whoa. Y-
wow.
is that your voice?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, it's just a voice changer. Yeah,
Nope,
like
that was just my actual voice.
no, but that's the thing
Wow,
is like
wow.
like yeah, like with the whole like cuz yeah, Minecraft like it's hard like I think unless I'm playing with friends, I feel like it's hard for me to enjoy it anymore. Or maybe like unless I feel really inspired to like build a mansion cuz I used to just like build mansions when I was younger and like but that the thing is that takes a lot of patience. And for me, I've been doom scrolling too much. My attention span has gotten so bad that like but maybe it's like taking time to do things like that. Like I painted the other day and just doing something that like takes a long time to finish. It's like it's good for your brain and like that's kind of off topic, but it's like the fact that nowadays we have to actually practice making our brain used to taking its time on things because everyone's just so used to like going on their phones and going on social media. But like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna go build a mansion in Minecraft now.
Yeah, see, like I I enjoy Minecraft more if I'm playing with friends, but even then, like I
Yeah,
still can't do it. I can't do vanilla. Like I
yeah,
might be able to like have like a few like hours where I'll sit there and like actually like mine or like build a house or something, and then I just get bored of it
yeah,
because
right.
I know the end goal. I know what's gonna end up happening
Mhm.
compared to like modded. Like I played one that I can't remember its exact like mod name. I think it's like Prominence or something like that.
Okay.
and it had like a lot of like like new dungeons, had like a lot of bosses, a lot of new weapons. So like a lot of the time I would just sit there and like explore and look at like these different buildings, look at these different like creatures, weapons, try to explore, and like it was like so many like different things that it, like gave like that feeling of like, oh, it's pretty much like a new game because like I don't know what to expect. I go into this dungeon, I don't know what's on the other side of it. I don't know like what this specific weapon does. I don't know what's the best. Like for vanilla, like of course you know like netherite's the best, or like used to be like diamond. Like you know what the best stuff is.
Yeah, yeah.
Compared to
Mhm.
this, like you don't know what specifically you're gonna find, and it might
Yeah.
even change like depending on like the type of weapon. Like that one, I believe, if I remember correctly, had also like boomerangs and stuff. Like
Yeah,
I'll just throw a boomerang at a boss.
yeah. Well, yeah, like well, I was thinking about that like that's when okay, you know how like do you know what Pal World is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've talked about it before.
Yeah,
You
and
also
like
streamed it for
oh
a little
yeah,
bit and
yeah.
talked about
That's
it.
true. I
You had
really
like whole 2 or 3 episodes you did of that.
mhm. Yeah, yeah. And then so I remember like Pal World is like I don't know, for people who don't know, like, well, there's a lot of controversy, so I don't want to say anything.
Pokemon with
Well,
guns.
yeah, and like I know there's a bunch of lawsuits going on and stuff right now, but like that's but that what I loved about it was that it implemented things from different games like Pokemon, and then like
With
aspects of like
guns.
Harvest Moon, and like you got to like build your own base, and like that is like what made it so captivating, I think, is because it brought elements of stuff that people liked in Pokemon but also added a bunch of stuff to it to make it a little bit
Yeah,
more like personal, you know what I mean? Like you get to build your
it gave me
base,
like
you
a
get
very
to
similar thing to like a
yeah.
Pokemon and Arc.
Yeah, exactly. And
Because
it's like
Arc's like that same case of like, oh, instead of like the monsters, like you're instead you got dinosaurs. You can breed
yeah.
them to try to get better ones, or like
Mm.
have them help you by doing this.
Yeah. Mhm.
So like that's what it always made me think of, was like a combination of Arc and Pokemon with
Yeah.
guns.
With guns specifically. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like I okay, cause like I know the topic today is the path of a gamer, and like it's got me thinking. Cause I also think too, like, I just wanted to bring this up because I just started remembering it. Um, like I know there's so many people that go throughout their life. Like I would say mostly, probably more so women than men that go through their entire life have never touched a video game ever, and it's like I think it's like one of those things you might have to get into when you're younger, cuz like when you try to get into it when you're older, like I was talking to my one friend about it too, like learning to use a controller or learning to use a keyboard and mouse or like play video games is like learning another language, because like the obviously like I feel like for a lot of people the universal way to jump in a game is either A or space. You're going to know that as like common knowledge if you played games your whole life. You give someone a controller who's never played anything before, they're not going to know what any of the buttons mean, you know? And it's like it's
That's when you just start clicking random buttons and see what
yeah,
happens.
that's how I play Smash Bros, guys. I just spam and like hope it works. No, yeah, like, yeah, and it's like, cause even like I remember like even showing my sister how to game, or like even some of my like my female friends who have never like touched a controller in their life, like they kind of just like they can't really get into it. Like, and I don't know if it's just maybe it's just not the right game. Like, I think so many like people prefer one game over another, right? Like maybe they're not into Smash Bros, but maybe they'll be like super into Pal World, you know? But like trying to get yourself to it's kind of it is like learning a new skill. It's like the same way you would pick up learning an instrument or learning how to pick up like badminton or something. Like it's a whole
Well, a lot of people will say like it's like learning to ride a bike. Like
yeah.
it's that case of you have to more learn, of course, like what like each thing does, like how to properly do it, how to like stay balanced while
Mhm.
doing all of it.
Yeah.
Because like of course like especially for like not as much controller as like as a keyboard and mouse. Keyboard and mouse, like you know specifically off of like Valorant, like it's not like a lot of buttons, but you gotta learn how to like
Mm.
pretty much get your hand to from A to E or whatever it may be. Like get your
Yeah.
hand all the way across while still being able to like
Watch what you're
move or
aiming at.
aim or whatever
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, or even the sensitivity too. Like getting used to like the sensitivity and like aiming and stuff, like especially with how precise Valorant is, like that was like a whole learning curve for me. Like when I started Valorant, I was like the worst of the worst. I was like iron 1. And then slowly I like my peak is silver 2, so I'm still not great, but like it was a long progress to get from iron, like the bottom of the bottom, to at least somewhat not at the bottom, you know? And that's because it was my first FPS. It was like my first like actual shooter that I took seriously. Like Paladins was like kind of, but it's not really the same, you know?
Well, it's also like a case of even if you have like more shooter experience, Valorant, in my opinion, is still on like the hard side unless you played like very specific shooters. Like if you played CS:GO, it's like that game. It's like very similar, like gameplay, very similar, like bullet drop off and everything. Because Valorant really is like very like everywhere with its shots unless you like tap fire it. Compared to
Yeah.
like me, I've played shooting games like all my life.
Mm.
I play like a lot of COD. I've played like RAM games like that, and it just like doesn't like connect
Yeah.
because it's that like that very different case. Like it's not like a um oh, you could just kind of spray and pray as much. Like it's a lot harder to do that. And then it's also a case of like, Grant. I've also whenever I play COD, I've always played COD controller. I
Yeah.
was never like, because that was like before I got a PC. That was like, oh, I always played PlayStation or Xbox. I played on one of those. So like that also comes into like effect as like difference of what I've played on. But yeah, like I've played shooting games before, and Valorant's just very different because of more of how the weapons are,
Yeah.
like how like the actual bullet drop and everything is more, and then like oh now you have like these abilities and everything,
Yeah,
and
right.
whatever else it may be.
Mhm.
But yeah, like it's like something you pretty much have to learn, and like not everyone wants to learn, or not everyone can because like it's too hard for them to, or too hard for them to wrap their head around.
Yeah.
Or it could even be like you said, could be like the specific type of game. Like if you would start someone for a very first time playing a game like Valorant compared to like like Stardew, like
Yeah, yeah, it's very different.
one of those is a much more like focus and ability intensive game, while one's more of
Traumatizing.
a lax
One's
jump
traumatizing.
scaring,
One's like no. Yeah. Well, that's like how I
toxic. You
feel. That's
gotta learn the toxicity.
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel with FNAF. Like I like FNAF. I like watching people play FNAF, and I played through like the first one on stream, but like the whole thing just stresses me out, and I don't really find it fun. Like I find it stressful, you know, more than I find it fun. Like I'll do it for like the memes and for like just content, you know what I mean? But like it just like I like games that like give you a little bit of time to breathe, you know?
No.
No. Art.
See, I FNAF goes back to the case of how we were talking about like games like whenever it's like new being like more entertaining.
Yeah.
FNAF 1 loved. FNAF 2
Yeah.
loved because those were like early on.
Yeah.
Then it kept going. Then I got
Yeah.
bored.
And then you know what to expect, and then
Not even like as much know what to expect because yeah, they did change the games. They changed like
yeah.
somewhat how they were played, but like it was still like a very similar concept of oh, you're getting jump scared if you don't do this correctly, if you're not watching this.
Yeah.
Because like, I played up until 4. I stopped after 4. And
Mm.
4 was like that case of it was different because instead of being like inside like the like being like a security guard, you were like a child,
Oh.
and you were like in like the bedroom and everything.
Oh right, yeah, I've seen clips of it. Yeah.
And like that was the last one I played, and it was different. It was, but it was still like the same thing. Like what I was doing was just continuously checking this opening, this doorway, make sure nothing's there, make sure I catch it before it catches me. Like that's what it all ended up being.
Yeah, yeah.
So it just kept being like the same thing, just slightly differently done.
Yeah, right.
And I know like other ones of them are different than that, but that's like how FNAF like always was for me. So I didn't find FNAF that enjoyable after playing it for the first time because then it was just the same thing over and over again.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah. No, it makes sense.
And there's other games like that, but that's like the main one I ever think of whenever I'm thinking of like a game that's just too repetitive.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Even though it does get harder, like nights get faster, battery drains. I mean, nights get slower, battery drains faster, whatever it might be. It's still the same thing of check cameras, check doors,
Mhm.
close door, turn off light, they turn on light. Like
Yeah.
it just gets that case of it's too repetitive, so I don't enjoy it much because it's not stressful to me. It's not scary to me. It's just the same thing. That's why I can't play Phasmo. I can't play Phasmophobia.
Oh yeah. I haven't played it, so like,
I
but like, what do you mean?
I played. Whenever I first played Phasmophobia, I loved Phasmophobia. I thought it was such a good game.
Yeah.
Now, like, I can get on Phasmophobia and play maybe two missions. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two, maybe three, because it's like, oh, you go in the house, you look for clues, you figure out which ghost it is.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Done. You
Yeah.
go into a house, you look for clues, you figure out what ghost it is. Done.
Yeah.
Well, trying not to, like, of course, die to the ghost, but it's like, it's just a bunch of the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, like that's like a I don't know. Like I think unless you have people like well that's what I mean. One it has to be like kind of new and something that you're not used to or like if the game but then that's also part of the problem I think is like so many people are releasing games right now and because it's like games that they have to update like they'll update it a couple times everyone's still hooked but then by the time it's like update number 7 or whatever people lose interest and then they're on to the next game and then I feel like that's also why there's not as much effort put into games as much as there
The
used to
effort.
be. Effort, yeah. There's not much effort put into games as there used to be because of how quickly people are shifting from one game to another. Which, in that case, is it like the games not being very thought out is the problem, or is it like just people's I don't know, like, because when games first started coming out, right, there's so much you could do. But now that things have been done and you know, one company's trying to like trademark something and the other company's trying to like claim like I don't know, like only my game can use A as a mash button or something like that. Like, you know, it's like it really like cuz I was watching a bunch of like videos on I don't know if you know what's going on with like the Nintendo Pal World lawsuit stuff or not.
No, not anymore. I stopped
Um,
caring about Power World after like a
yeah.
month.
Well, like basically Nintendo's trying to like trademark certain things in Pal World like oh, you can't have a creature summon be summoned from like a ball or something like that. And like there's certain other things that are like kind of just like that's a little silly. Like you can't really just like claim to like have this specific mechanic because that would limit so many games that could like, you know, take from one game and like take from another game and like mesh them together and like make something entirely new. And if everyone is trying to like trademark or like you know take certain things and say like oh no one else can use it like that hinders so much like creativity within the gaming space so like I don't know like I don't know what it is maybe it's like because in the beginning you got to think people were making games purely for the joy of making games but now that people realize oh they can make money from people buying these games like I think most people think of the money more than they think about making a game really good. You know, that's just my opinion, but I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that of course depends more of the company,
Yeah.
because like I
Yeah.
don't I don't see that specifically like for Phasmo. I don't see that for Phasmophobia. It's just more the case of like they were just trying to make a game that's more of like a ghost hunting game, and I know a lot of people enjoy it, but it's like a case of the main reason a lot of people enjoy it is because they also like oh it scares them. They want to do it because of the fear, or it's like the case of they're trying to like unlock everything, perfect everything, whatever it might be. But
Yeah.
for me, for like Phasmo, is it like I said, it's just the same thing. It's not that scary. Here and there, yeah, I'll get like a little like scared because I'll just like it'll just be like randomly hunting whenever I'm and it's like right behind me and like I know it is,
Yeah.
or like there's sometimes where you can see the ghost and it's like a little child's crawling at you,
Yeah.
but it's like so like searching. I think that of course depends like the game, like for more of that. Also, I think it's a case of a lot of games aren't getting fully like made because people are rushing their games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Pokemon, we just had Legends ZA come out, and they're in the process of making as well, like the next Pokemon game to come
Yeah.
out. Like
Yeah, it's like people
like
have
they are
deadlines and
going right. There's deadlines, so people are making them fast, and of course that's because of the companies trying to make it fast so it
yeah.
can make more money,
No, exactly. That's
and
why I think
that's
like indie
the
games are
problem with
popping
there.
off. Indie games are popping off so much right now because they probably because they don't have that much pressure to like have to come up with the next game and the next game and the next game. They just have like the one game they're focusing on in the beginning or like the couple games here and there they're focusing on and then those games come out really good. And I think that's why so many indie games are like popping off lately.
Yeah, and like a lot of people hate on GTA 6, like that whole thing, like how that once again got delayed to next November
Mm. Is it? Oh yeah.
or something like that. It
I don't know.
got delayed again to next year. Yeah, it got
Mm.
redelayed. It's like, yeah, people are upset about that, but it's like, yeah, it's a little annoying whenever you guys had a release date, then that got pushed back, then you made a new release date, then that got pushed back. I think this is the third time it's been pushed back.
Really? Did they say why?
Yeah, uh, it's just pretty much so they can pretty much make it as good as they can because that's what they're trying to
Yeah.
do. That's why like
Okay.
people are
Yeah.
hating on it. It is kind of annoying, but it's like it makes sense. They want
Yeah.
to produce as good of a game as they physically can
Yeah, which is like
to make
good, you know?
sure like right. They want to make sure it runs well. They want to make sure it looks good, and they want to make it so it's more enjoyable.
Yeah, exactly.
So like that like makes sense to me, and that's the problem that a lot of people don't get, and that's why like I feel like a lot of companies are also more being pressured. Yeah, they
Mm.
want like extra money, but then they also feel pressured by people to like get a new game out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, oh, all these fans they enjoyed this game. Now they're pushing you to like get this game out right now. Like we want this game as soon as possible, whatever it might be.
Right this
It's
instant.
like
Yeah.
right, and that just kind of screws them because now instead of being able to say, I don't know, like take 4 years to release a game, they're expected to release one every other year or every year,
Yeah, yeah. And that's insane.
and
Like
that's
for
like a,
people developing or
well,
like designing them.
and that's another case like that's not just gaming as well. Like that's also like animation, like anime and stuff.
Mhm.
So many people get upset like, oh, why is this taking so long to release a new season or a new episode? But it's like it takes a lot of time to animate, even just a single
Mm.
scene.
Right?
Depending how smooth you're trying to make it, sometimes you gotta draw like 64 like this like, just like in a simple term sometimes like one single like movement if you want to be fluid like I saw a thing where somebody was trying to change the quality of a character in like a dress like spinning just doing like a quick spin.
Yeah.
They did it like 16 frames 32 frames and then 64 frames,
Yeah.
and 64 is like it's close to what it is currently, and that's for the character just
Wow.
to spin. Now
Yeah.
imagine like
Like a whole
Demon
series.
Slayer or My Hero, where like you have like these like constant fight scenes. You have these things flying around everywhere. You
Yeah.
have like these like
It's
big things
really
happening, these big fights.
a lot of talent.
That's not some. That's like a lot to do.
Yeah.
I've tried animating. I know it's a lot to do to make it look like to make it look
Good.
fluid and not
Yeah.
just look choppy.
Yeah, guys, like I
It
did
is
flip
hard.
notes. I had flip notes as a kid. Like, yeah, no, my flip notes are awful.
So like that's like the case with like all of that is it comes to the
Yeah.
case of, and this kind of goes back to how you were saying like for like gaming in general like you need to have like patience as well to like learn it.
Mm.
It's just patience in general and like for everything.
Yeah.
Like, a game coming out like learning the game, a game getting better.
Yeah. No,
But like
exactly.
a lot of companies now also are thinking of like it seems like a lot of companies think like, oh, they can release a game in whatever quality they want. If it's a like wanted game, people play it. Like
Yeah.
look at Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
That game had more bugs than I think any game has ever had on release.
No way.
Like,
Yeah.
that I don't know if that's true anymore, but it was. At the
Wow.
time of that release, it had more recorded bugs than I believe any game ever did on release.
That's crazy.
It's because they just released and then they like retook it off of like the store and stuff so they could rework on it. Like I can
Oh.
understand if like you're releasing a demo
Oh
and
yeah.
it has all these bugs, but they released the full game
Yeah, like
and it had
a
these issues.
yeah, like if they're so
Like
worried,
people
at
would literally
least
be walking around and a car would flip into the air and
oh
land on them.
that sounds kind of funny to watch though. That's wild. Yeah. Well, we're at like currently an hour, and I don't know if you got cut off. Himiko. Oh,
No,
hello. Okay, I can hear you.
I just stopped talking.
Oh, okay, yeah. We're at approaching. Well, we are past an hour, so I don't know if you have more you want to say. You're like dum
Egg.
bum 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 bum. Yeah, yeah.
Egg. It's not
Just
egg.
cricket noises, you know. Uh, yeah.
No, I think I'm pretty much good. So if you're good to be done,
Got our video game rants out for the
yeah.
public. Yeah.
So anyone who does watch this, what's your favorite video game of all time? What's your favorite video game currently? If there's more than one, like Kawaa,
My
feel
like
free to
80
say
million.
multiple.
Yeah.
Or if you do have like specific like stuff you want to like rant about of a video game, like we kind of were, feel free. Or a game that you think's like just boring because it's too repetitive, or if you think one of our takes are wrong, like mine, feel free. Tell me. I want to see. I want to see what others say, because I know a lot of people do enjoy FNAF. A lot of people do enjoy Phasmophobia. Those just aren't games for me.
Yeah, yeah. And let us know if
Not
there's
anymore, at least.
anything you wish you want to see more in games appear, or like what would you like to see in future games that get released? Because like I know that's always an interesting discussion to have. And
With the amount of questions we're asking you guys, just write a 5-page
yeah.
essay
Send us a
and
PDF
email
through our
it.
email. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
No,
next
no,
podcast,
but
I'll read the PDFs out. Like,
yeah, if you feel like answering any of the questions we answered here, or you have like a specific thing you kind of want to branch off what we said, feel free to leave a comment. We're always open to reading them. Not that we get any in the
exactly.
first place.
Yeah. And like, what can you get from commenting? Yeah, with the most amazing prize ever, you get 5 Minecraft cookies. There you go. Really generous, I know.
and and I know we've said this. I don't remember if we've said this before or not, but we're also eventually going to be allowing guests into the podcast.
Yes, yes.
So if you would
Woohoo!
like, if anyone listening would like to potentially be in a future episode, feel free to just leave a comment, let us know,
You can also
and then
DM us on Instagram. We have an Instagram. It'll be in the
yeah, we
description.
also have an Instagram. It'll be in the description. You can either message us there, reply to the comment on a post there, or comment on this. Let us know that you want to potentially be in an episode, and we'll see if we can, or if there's
Yeah.
multiple people, we'll try to figure out what we can do with that.
We'll make a list. Yeah.
And we're checking it twice, trying to see
Oh,
who's
yeah,
naughty
yeah.
and nice.
And well, yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
come back to you in 2200 business days.
Yeah, we're actually so you can leave the comment now. We will we'll get back to you whenever GTA 6
Oh
releases.
my god. So like I don't know, like a year,
So
or like
make sure
2.
you're staying focused.
There
So
you go.
like
Stay locked
like
in.
next year, for now, might change. We'll see.
Alrighty. Well, that's been a wrap. And yeah, this has been Kala. And
This is Himiko.
we'll see
See
you
everyone.
guys. Bye.